Hello, this is Mindy from CNY Woman Knits and Crochets. I am your hostess. I am known as Knitter CNY on Ravelry and Instagram, and you can find out about specifics about my projects on, usually I'll post information on Instagram about what yarn I'm using and what information about the project. I do pretty simple projects because I donate a lot of my stuff, to Project Linus. I had tried to record a video. Unfortunately, I had somebody ring my doorbell right in the middle of it. So we're re-recording. So I wanted to show you what I'm working on. I'm working on a corner-to-corner blanket. And it looks like this. You can see all those beautiful colors. I've got 4 skeins of this yarn, which is called Bernat Wavelength. It's a number 5 bulky. It's 5 ounces, 140 grams, 223 yards, and 204 meters. This color is called Orange Soda Light. And I'm using a size J crochet hook, which is a boy hook. It is 5.75 millimeters. Boy hooks are a little bit different than other hooks. A lot of times in a set of crochet hooks, you'll find a size J is a 6.0 millimeter, but in boy, they do 5.75 millimeters. So that's something to keep in mind if you ever switch hooks mid-project, which I don't recommend doing. Because it can throw off your gauge, and even from, like, say, going from a Susan Bates to a boy hook, it can throw off your gauge because one is an inline hook and one is a tapered hook. Those are different. The way the head is different. I went to Joann's today. I dropped off my blankets for Project Linus. I had 3 kitchen garbage bags full. I had 4 teenager-sized blankets, and I had 4 baby blankets. So that was good. The girl was surprised that I brought them in, and she was new, so she wasn't sure what quite to do with them. And I said, oh, they put them in back in the meeting room, and the coordinator sent us an email. She'll be in to pick them up on Friday. Today's Tuesday. So, and while I was there, I picked up an order that I had ordered with a 60% off coupon for some crochet hooks that I want to try, which are big twist crochet hooks. There's 5 on this side. There's 5 on this side. It goes from a size B, 2.25 millimeter, to a US size K, 6.5 millimeters. So there's 10 crochet hooks, 1 carrying case. This normally retails for $19.99. I had a 60% off coupon, so I paid $8 for it, plus tax. So that wasn't bad at all. $8 is a lot better than 20. So I'll be trying those out to see how they do. But it's always good to have a set of backup hooks too. These boy ones I really like because they are also ergonomic. They have a rubbery grip on them, and they're good in my hand. This one is a size J. I'm using for the wavelength yarn. The wavelength yarn is available. I bought it from Mary Maxim, I think for $3.99 a skein. It's also on Hirschner's, I saw it today, for $3.79 a skein. So you can get it either place. Mary Maxim, I tend to have more luck finding a free shipping code for online than I do with Hirschner's. Sometimes Hirschner's will send you an email and have a good deal on if you spend a certain amount of money, they'll give you, $2.95 shipping or something like that. Depends on what you want to buy. I'm not buying a lot of yarn these days. The last thing I bought was 1 order of 3 skeins of puzzle yarn from Mary Maxim, and I had free shipping, so I saved $15 on the shipping. That's crazy for 3 skeins of yarn to cost $15 in shipping. That means that's $5 per skein, which is crazy. And the yarn was on sale for $6.74 a skein, which isn't a bad price considering Walmart sells it for about $6 a skein. And this was in a color that I don't think Walmart sells. So I'm on the decrease side of the corner to corner. If you've never done corner to corner before, it starts literally in one corner with one of these little bricks like that. Then it goes to 2 bricks and 3 bricks and 4 bricks. And you can tell what row you're in because you can count the number of bricks. And then it evens out at the end. You start doing a set of decreases. You don't do strictly decreases. You just do slip stitch across the last brick that you put in. So it's pretty easy. You can find a lot of videos on YouTube about it. It'll show you how to do it a little better than I described, but I use corner to corner for my baby blankets because I can make a square out of them, and it needs to be, for my Project Linus chapter, it needs to be 36 by 36 in order to be a baby blanket. So that's what I do. Sometimes they come out a little bigger, but I don't think anybody's going to complain about a couple inches bigger. You know, it's not like she's standing there with a measuring tape going, oh, it's 37 instead of 36. What's going to happen now? You know, it's a donation. They know as long as you're over that 30, you know, as long as you met that 36 by 36 requirement for baby blankets, you're pretty good. And it's repetitive, so I can do this pattern very easily. It shows the color changes really well. So that's why I do it too, because I use Premier Puzzle in the variegated colorways. They do have solids now that you can pair with the variegateds. I think the solids are only available through like Kirschner's and Premier Yarns is where I've seen it. I haven't seen it any other place. If you find it someplace else, comment below. Welcome back. I'm saying this, you know, 10 minutes in. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber or viewer. If you like what you see, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up. That especially helps the algorithm. Leave a comment. Usually I ask what project you're working on because I like to know what people are working on. You can follow me on Instagram as KnitterCNY if you want to see my projects in between these sit and WIP sessions. WIP is work in progress. That's a shorthand term. I don't teach crochet. I don't do tutorials. I've never been good at either. I do have a couple little tutorials for if you wanted to learn to knit, on how to cast on and how to do the knit stitch, and I think on how to do the purl stitch and how to cast off. And they're very, very rough. So you're better off going to the crochet crowd and learning how to do that there. They have a companion channel. I think it's called the Knit Crowd, maybe, where Mikey shows you how to do that and does tutorials and things like that. Mikey's out of commission right at the moment. I was looking at the Instagram last night, and they had lightning hit their transformer at home. They got the transformer back up, but their internet is out, and now he's dealing with all kinds of crazy customer service. He's a designer in Canada that works from home So he said he's going to a friend's house and kind of setting up a makeshift office there. So he said it's going to be hit and miss for a while, which one can totally understand if you're not right next to your yarn and you're not in your house and you got to go away to work. That's a lot. So, you know, I don't expect a lot of presence on the web this week from them, from Mikey specifically. But I follow them. I've used their tutorials in the past for like a solid granny square blanket. They tend to take some yarn inspirations patterns and do a tutorial on them, which is helpful. They just introduced a new yarn the other day that just came out from Yarn Inspirations called Flower Power. It's kind of like all-in-one granny square yarn, except it makes a flower in the middle and then has two colors around the flower. It's done with single, double, and triple crochets. So you'll have to check that out if that's something you're interested in. I got the all-in-one granny yarn, but I was not successful in making granny squares with it. I made a corner-to-corner blanket with it, which turned out pretty well. I have more yarn to make another one. I have a lot of yarn here, so I'm going to be working on baby blankets pretty much non-stop. Right up here, I got some Premier Puzzle. That's color is called Seashore. That's a new color that Walmart carries now. It's in the blue family. Another new color they carry is Kickball, which is sort of in the orange family. I got both of those through, I got Seashore actually through Mary Maxim, because they had it on sale when I bought it and I had free shipping. And our Walmart, some of the new colors are only available at a Walmart that's about 14 or 15 miles away from me, and I didn't want to drive all the way over there to do pickup. It was just easier for me to pay a little bit more, less than $1 more a skein, and order it from Mary Maxim. But I did get the Kickball colorway at our local Walmart with my grocery order. So that was a few weeks ago, more than a few weeks ago, because I wasn't buying a whole lot of yarn while I'm unemployed. I did one order with Mary Maxim. I think I told you this in the other video, but if I told you now, forgive me for repeating. I ordered 3 skeins of puzzle in some colorway. I can't remember the name of it, but it was orange and blue and like a cream or a white color. And it had, it was $6.74 a skein. I found a free shipping code on the internet, so I saved $15 in shipping. Yay. So I won't be doing that often because I have enough yarn for about 6 baby blankets, 7 baby blankets, including maybe 8 blankets, 9 blankets, 9 baby blankets, including the Colorama Halo yarn. Colorama Halo, you have to be careful not to put it on high heat in the dryer, otherwise it does bad things to it. So don't do bad things to good yarn. I like the puzzle. I use a K hook on the puzzle. I'm using a J hook on the wavelengths. So that's good. This blanket I started on Sunday. Spent Monday at home. This is Tuesday, so I'm on the decreased side of this blanket. I may get this done today. It might take until tomorrow. I'm home tomorrow. Then I am interviewing on Thursday down in Syracuse, so that should keep me occupied for a little while. I really don't want to go downtown and park and deal with all of that, but I will, because I have an interview. And besides that, I don't have a whole lot of news. I'm continuing to apply for jobs, because I have to apply for at least 3 jobs a week when I am on unemployment in this county, which is okay. So I'm trying to think what else is going on. Just a little bit of everything. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos, Creative Grandma, another yarn, one from the Yarn Addict, Cinnamon Stitches. She had one about spinning today that was kind of interesting. She has a spinning wheel now because somebody gifted her a spinning wheel. I am running out of things to talk about because there's not too much exciting to talk about. We talked about the Yankees. They're in the playoffs. I follow the Yankees. Hopefully they win this 4 out of 7 series, so they will go to the World Series, which would be excellent. I would love it if the Mets won too, so it could be a Subway Series, so we could have all the games at the same time and not have a West Coast, East Coast thing. And because on the West Coast they do the games earlier, but they're shown later here, which is a pain in the butt for getting up in the morning, because then you have to get up and it's early when you get up. And probably, hopefully, by the time the World Series comes around, I'll have a job. I would love a job by the time the World Series came around. So how far are we in? We're in about 18 minutes. So it's a short one today, guys. Like I said, there's not a lot going on in my life. I have good friends that are listening to me, you know, when I say I need human contact. I go over to their house and hang out. They are friends of mine. Their youngest is my goddaughter. So that's good. So other than that, there's not a lot going on. So I'm not going to bore you anymore with the minutia of my life. I hope that you have a good week. I'll hopefully see you next week for a little while, and we can do this again. Let me know if you like the WIP sessions or if you want it to go back to a regular podcast. The regular podcast is shorter. It's about 10 minutes long, because I hold up my project and go, I'm working on this blanket. This is what kind of yarn it is. This is what size hook I have or what size needles I have. Other than that, not much going on. Take it easy. Go craft something because it's good for your mental health.